Today we're going to open up a new thing from Wizards of the Coast. This is the Dungeons and Dragons Dungeon Command game, and this is the Heart of Cormyr miniature faction pack, and it comes with 12 pre-painted plastic miniatures. It says it contains everything one player needs to start playing. Take the back of it, you can see it looks like it comes with maybe some map tiles or pieces, some cards for all the monsters. The box isn't super sturdy, but it's not as sturdy as a board game, but it still looks like it's adequate. You get some advertisement for their ongoing campaign, I believe, and the board games on the other side. You get a rule book. It's full color, just plain paper style. Just to be 16 pages. Looks like you get a couple of cards here. I think these are supposed to be the leaders you can choose to run your warband. And you get the stats that can increase or decrease as the game goes. And there's nothing, you get two of those. And they're blank on the back, so they're one-sided. Get some map tiles. They're very, very thick. They are two-sided. Looks like dungeon on the inside and wilderness on the outside. Let's see, they're cardboard style. You get two large ones, and it looks like two smaller ones. Get some cards. And looks like we have a card with the rules for allies. Order cards, and not that many of those, and these look like different actions you can take to tell your miniatures what to do. Different spells or potions or abilities you can use as the game progresses. We have some creature cards here. These are the 12 miniatures you get in there. So you get Copper Dragon, a Dragon Knight, Dwarf Cleric, 2 Dwarven Defenders, Earth Guardian, 2 Elf Archers, Halfling Sneak, Half-Orc Thug, Human Ranger, and a War Wizard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 12 cards. And I believe these cards are meant to be compatible with any of the D&D games that are out right now, such as Wrath of Ashardalon or Legend of Drizzt. So you have a couple of monster cards here, the Copper Dragon and the Earth Guardian. You have an encounter card, and then you have a bunch of adventure cards here. Adventurer. So those are for all the PCs that you could play in that. Cards do have a little bit of a bow to them. It's probably a matter of being shrink wrapped too tight. but they're about the same thickness as a regular playing card, or any of the cards that have been in there, any of their previous sets. You have some tokens underneath. And these look to be maybe gold or markers. I think these are markers for the cards I showed you for the 2 liters. You have some chest markers and loot markers there. So those are double-sided, but that's the same thing on the other side. And then you have the actual miniatures themselves. Let's try to look at the War Wizard first. And a lot of these I recognize from their previous versions, except with the exception of a new paint job. I don't recognize this miniature, but it could very well have been out of one of their previous sets. And you can see the tray is meant to carry all this stuff. Pretty nice. I saw some videos that said the box wasn't that great, but it's an okay box. It's not a linen box from Fantasy Flight. It's still good enough quality to hold your miniatures in the game. Let's see if we can find the Human Ranger next. So this is the Human Ranger. I have the Half-Orc Thug. He looks to be carrying a crossbow. I'm guessing this is their new way of distributing their pre-painted miniatures, or maybe some that they already had bulked up stock. I don't guess the old way of distributing miniatures they were making money at, with the random pack. You didn't know what you got, and there was different rares. This is the Halfling Sneak. I never really bought too many of those packs. I just bought what I wanted through the secondary market. But you have an Elf Archer, and you get 2 of these miniatures. It's the Elf Archer. Earth Guardian. I'll have a nice quick basic paint job to them. A couple of colors and a wash on them. We have a Dwarven Defender. I believe you get 2 of those. Dwarven Cleric. And Dragon Knight. This one's going to be the big copper dragon. And that's going to be this one right here. You can see it's... So that is the part of Cormyr box for the new Wizards of the Coast Dungeons and Dragons Dungeon Command game.